If you are too perfectionist before you start, do you think you would get anything done? So I already have the script. It's around 11 pages long, but with margins, as you can see. And it has the whole story, but without details. Why something happens, not just like it happens, period. I usually have it. And the yellow things that you saw there, those are corrections, because I sent it to 3 people, and those 3 people gave me critics, so I could improve the story. This is my notebook, 2 thumbnails. I was measuring how much pages could I get done in like 40 minutes. I do not remember how many I did, but I remember I was happy. Yeah, these are my thumbnails. They are horrible and only I can understand them, but it's for me to improve a little bit composition and to think about not only what camera angles would be better for the reader. So this is the notebook in which I do my draft, and this is my favorite stage because I don't only do what the name says I have to do, I also give it my own twist because I like to inspire myself with art and music. So I take the thumbnail or name, whatever you want to call her, because like this is the one that I did for this page, and I improved it because I wanted to. And yeah, and I can add whatever I want because I feel more inspired while I'm listening to music. So that way I do not limit myself to the name, because the name is for the reader to understand most and for all, and to use different camera angles and not only do what I'm comfortable with. That's what the name's for, and also to know where the story is going, etc. And other things I should mention, but not going to do that because I do not remember right now. But here in the draft, I take that, I use that, and I'm going to show you just this page. And because I like to inspire myself, so sometimes I will make more than what I had planned in the name, but that's just because I want to let inspiration flow, art flow, and I think doing strictly what the thumbnail says is helpful, but can make the comic look a little stiff. So I want to let myself also get inspired through this stage of the comic. And these are the pages I have got done in this folder that are ready to upload, but I'm not going to do that yet. So let's get to work. I gotta go help my mom. Sunday is the day in which I'm less productive of all of the days of the week. So I get a little stressed out at the same time that I'm like, no, you have to rest because you are going to work a lot the rest of the week. So that's why I take more breaks than ever. That's the way in which I enjoy Sundays. I only colored Ishida, that's his name, and I only added like some effects, so I can say that his expressions are done. I'm really bad at drawing men, so I'm actually proud of this, but he still looks a little bit like a woman, like a woman. I really need to practice, man. But yeah, I will do that consciously as part of my business time. So yeah, and I colored also this guy, but I didn't add his effects. But yeah, little character design there. I want to add some of this stuff to a video, so that's why I was making it quick. Something I must say is that I'm not too proud with their bodies, or well, I haven't done his Ishida's body yet, but because I need, like, he's a strong guy, I need to study more about anatomy, and I'm taking advantage that he doesn't appear in the comic until later on, but I really should hurry with that. And what really gets me through is that I'm not too caught up by perfection anymore. It was my enemy. Perfection is an artist's enemy, because if you are too caught up with perfection, for example, if I wanted to make this face perfect, this one, I would take like months or days, and this wouldn't be ready for me to even show you. And what would happen? Like, maybe I would get good at making just this face, but what about these other faces? I wouldn't even have them done. So which do you think makes you more good at making art? Making 5 faces or just one face? You really need to practice, and I'm going to dedicate a video to that, because I think perfection is an artist's enemy or an author's enemy, any kind of thing. Like, people wanted the book to be perfect, they want the YouTube channel to be perfect, they want the comic to be perfect, and they actually never polish it because they're so fixed on those little details, and they will never be perfect enough. Like, you have to start, and then it will get perfect over time, because you are going to go learning things as you go, not before you start. So I'm going to talk more about this in a video, but because once I overcame that, it helped me a lot with my art productivity. I was a little selfish today. Sunday is family day usually, but my dad didn't come. My sister is out. My other sister is in her room. And my mom is doing I don't... But yeah, I got tons of things done today, so I'm really happy. So I procrastinated a lot, but I'm finished with the day's work. I'm going to bed.